What's up, YouTube? It is the boss herself, Miss Lee Campbell, founder of BattyBossUniversity.com. I am LeeCampbell.com, and I am your favorite business coach who is going to be teaching you my CEO formula, you guys. Let me talk about something that I had going on last week. So I went to go see this movie. I went to go see One of Them Days, directed by Issa Rae, starring Kiki Palmer and our girl SZA. And I just loved that movie. I really enjoyed it. It was like a female Friday. I didn't know we needed a female Friday, but apparently we did, and that's what we got. So that was pretty cool. But the character that SZA plays, oh my God, y'all. Cringe. When you talk about cringing, I was cringing every time she spoke because she reminded me of being 20 and dumb. You just being 20 and stupid. And I love SZA, by the way. Shout out to all of our day one SZA fans, man. To see her blow up is just awe inspiring because we as day one SZA fans, we knew she had that fire. We knew she was that girl, but the world hadn't caught on to it. So once the world caught on, we was like, yeah, we know. We know. The same thing with Issa Rae, man. I watched her career and to see her grow into this. Oh my gosh, she's a Hollywood movie producer. She got movies. She got real movies in the movie theater. So I had to go watch that. Shout out to my girl Stephanie, who, I had seen some bad reviews, but once she said, she gave me the okie doke, like, no, it's funny, it's good. And I'm so glad I did. I really enjoyed the movie. The other week I went and seen The Lion King. I was in here boo-hooing, my big grown ass boo-hooing at The Lion King. So I knew I had to come support my girl Issa Rae, and I was able to do that last week. But watching my girl SZA, she again, she reminded me of being 20 and dumb and in love and dealing with some dude who ain't got nothing going on for himself. But she was very much about the universe and, being in touch with the universe and the vibes. As a business coach, I noticed that there are two type of women, or there are two type of business owners. There are the type A business owners, which Kiki Palmer to me represented that very Miss gotta have a plan, Miss gotta plan it all the way down to the details. And then you have the other business owner, Miss Creativity. She's super creative, she's super friendly and loving and caring, but she ain't making no money. She's not making any money in her business. She's very social. And the thing about it is, with the SZA character, they're talented. These are talented people, but because they have no plan, they are stuck in this cycle forever. And I was just thinking about how very much in tune with the vibes and the universe that SZA's character was. And it made me think about super religious people who are Christians and, practice all of these different religions, and comparing the two. Because in the movie, SZA was an artist, but she did not want to charge for her artistry. She didn't want to charge anything. And so she ain't had no money. And as a business coach, my thing is, where I be sitting here trying to figure out, like, what aren't you getting? I be trying to figure out when I talk to the customers. I'm like, what aren't you getting? If you don't sell your product, you're not gonna make any money. That's the end of it. That's the beginning and the end of it. So in the movie, SZA didn't want to sell her art, and so she didn't have a job, and she wasn't making any money with her art. So that is why a business coach is actually valuable. So it's not to say it's something wrong with you if you think like that, But as far as making money, yeah, you have to switch your mindset up. You have to switch your mindset. So going back to some reasons that I do believe that people who are super religious or even super spiritual, whatever you want to call it, have issues with money. And it's because of these 4 reasons. Number one, your mindset around money and spirituality. Okay, many religious spiritual teachings talk about humility and service and detachment from material wealth. And matter of fact, they make it feel like money is bad. They teach that money, the pursuit of money is a bad thing. And so we're made to feel guilty by pursuing money, because they want us to focus more on giving and not receiving, right? So giving, you got to give your time, you got to tithe, you got to give your offerings. But receiving, oh, we shouldn't charge people because they can't afford it. We can't charge people because they can't afford it, let alone your landlord is charging you, your bank is charging you for that car you financing. The grocery store is charging you. Everybody is charging everybody. But when it comes to being in the church, there's this, you shouldn't be charging people anything, which doesn't make any sense, because life revolves around commerce. In America, it does. We're not living in a communist society where things are just handed out and rationed out at will. We live in a capitalistic society. So guess what? Money is important. All right. So focusing on giving also means sometimes not charging your worth, because you think that, again, someone can't afford it and you have to be the giver. And when you're not able to pay your bills, right? Being a business owner and being a boss, a CEO, is about changing your mindset about yourself, what you've been taught, what your church has taught you. Yes, you need to give, but you also need to receive. That's what it says. You have to give to receive. And some of us are not focused on receiving. We're only focused on giving. Number 3, lack of financial literacy. Many spiritual communities do not teach wealth building strategies like investing, business ownership, or passive income. Have you guys noticed that the church, which should be the center of the community's wealth, right, is not teaching about this? It's not teaching about it at all. And so I see a lot of people, they just don't know. They just don't know anything because they're not taught anything. So that makes sense. And a lot of times that's intentional, right? It's kind of like school. School should be where our children are taught about the things that they're going to have to deal with. They're going to have to deal with having a bank account. They're going to have to understand credit. They're going to have to understand business, and yet it's not talked about. No one talks about it until maybe they're older, when they're in high school, later on in high school. Then they're like, oh, you can take a trade, or you can do a work study program. But why aren't we teaching this in elementary school? Why aren't we talking about money from the get-go, so that once you do become older, you don't make those bad decisions? It's almost as if they want us to make those bad decisions, right? I remember when I went to college, they had people giving us credit cards and signing us up for accounts when we didn't even have no job. So they're almost self-sabotage. It's almost like they want to self-sabotage you by keeping you ignorant and in the dark. We study that good book all day long, but yet we don't know nothing about investing. We don't know nothing about building a business. We don't know nothing about compound interest. We don't know anything. And they keep us ignorant for a reason. Another reason that faith can keep you broke is that many religious communities associate wealth with greed. Okay, they say wealth is bad, and they keep you in a cycle of struggle for your entire life. They keep you in a cycle of struggle because they say, oh, you know, it's better to give than to receive again. And in fact, ignore the fact that you're the one struggling. You are the one struggling. You are the one not having what you need. Then you go to the church to try to get some help. They don't help you. I mean, maybe they'll help you. Maybe they'll give you a little bit of help, but they don't educate you that money is an important part of our entire life, and it will be. So here's the thing, you guys. Don't let your belief in your faith, the universe, God, whatever you believe in, don't let that make you feel that you are supposed to be in poverty, that you are supposed to struggle. There is no reward in struggling, and God doesn't want you to struggle. I am a Christian woman, and I do believe in God. I also believe in the universe. And I don't believe that the universe wants us to struggle. I don't believe that God wants us to struggle. So we have to educate ourselves on money, on business. We need to understand that we are worth having success, and that success, pursuing success, desiring success, doesn't make us a bad person. Okay? So that is what I wanted to talk to you all about today. Let me know if you feel that you've been either consciously or subconsciously taught to be in a state of struggle for your whole life. And if you are ready to come out of that, then it's time for you to get some help. Because the same way that you will speak to that pastor or to that guru or that guide that's supposed to help you get out of your own way, you may need to talk to someone else who has the blueprint and the formula for you to really boss up your business. Because I'm talking to specifically business owners, people who want to start a business. That is who I help. People who have been in business. We have different programs that you can join that can assist you and change your whole life. When we talk about breaking cycles and creating generational wealth, that wealth starts in here, in your mind and in your mindset. And you saying, hey, you know what? I know what I've been taught. Mama taught me this. Grandma taught me this. Great grandma. But now I'm seeing reality for myself, and that I have to do more if I want to receive more. I have to change up what I'm doing. I have to change up how I'm thinking. More so than anything, is changing how you're thinking. I notice another thing with people who are super spiritual and super religious is they feel that shit should just be handed to them. Okay? They feel like it should be easy. If I'm going to start a business, it should be easy. And if it's hard, then I'm not supposed to have a business. If you really want to be successful in your business, in anything you want to be successful in, you have to go through the hard parts. You have to go through the fire. You don't get to just say, well, that was hard. It must not be for me. I give up. I mean, you can say that all day, but you think any successful person, we just watched the Super Bowl last night. Do you think those athletes didn't have to go through some hard stuff? Do you think those athletes did not have to sacrifice time, money, relationships, all of that, so that they could focus on winning that Super Bowl, so that they could be at practice? They had to stop eating certain foods. They had to stop hanging with certain people. They had to stop drinking. They had to stop going out on the weekends. They had to be at practice. They had to put everything they had into winning this game, and not just for the game, not just for last night. They've had to do this for probably the last 10 years of their life, the last 20 years of their life, because they didn't just start trying to become a Super Bowl champ last night. Who am I talking to? They didn't start trying to become a Super Bowl champ last night. They've been doing this. They've been trying to do this probably their whole life. Their whole life they've been trying to be successful. Their whole life they've been trying to be a winner. They had a video of a guy who his father won the last time the Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl. His father was in it, and he was holding him as a baby. And then he won. I don't know who it was. I'm so sorry. But my point is this. That means his father probably been telling him since he won that damn Super Bowl ring, hey, I want you to be next in line. So from a baby, he's probably been put you in Little League, and so it took 25 years. I didn't say 25 days. I didn't say 3 weeks. I didn't say 3 months. I said 25 years before he got that prize that he has been working his whole damn life to receive. It took 25 years. So if you ain't got 6 months, if you ain't got a year, if you ain't got 5 years, then you might as well stop what you're doing right now, because it's going to be hard. You're going to want to give up. You're going to have to sacrifice. But if you keep going, you will win. You will win. So, I'm sorry, y'all. I got hyped real quick. But I just want to let y'all know that don't let your religion, your faith keep you broke. There is no honor in being broke. And broke is not just money. Broke is mindset. That's what I'm noticing a lot about people too. Their mindset is broken. They have a lack mindset, a scarcity mindset. When you're trying to be successful, especially as a business owner, you have to have appreciation. Now, if we want to talk about spirituality, that's raising your vibration and putting out the right energy into the world that says, not only do I want something, but I am thankful for what I have. Because so many people are not thankful. They are not grateful. They are coming from a position of scarcity, lack, frustration. Only I want more, and it's never enough. Nothing is ever enough for them. And God don't like that. Let's talk about God. Let's talk about religion. Let's talk about it. God doesn't like that. The universe doesn't like that. Hell, your mama don't like that. It's like your mama giving you something and it's never good enough. Oh, I bought you this for your birthday. Oh, that's it. I bought you this for Christmas. Oh, I did this for you. I did that for you. Oh, that's all right. Really? Y'all got kids. Imagine your children did that to you. Every time you did something for them, every time you got something for them, they acted like it wasn't enough. It wasn't good enough. I want more. Then she be like, you know what, you little ungrateful little something. You gonna be like, listen, I ain't getting you nothing else because you don't appreciate what you got. I was telling another business owner, you don't even know what you got because you don't track nothing. You don't track anything down. You don't write numbers down. You don't know how much you made today. You don't know how much you made yesterday. You don't know how much you made last month. You don't know how much you don't know your projections. You don't know how many people inquired with you. You don't know how many people went on your website. You don't know how many people did nothing because you ain't paying attention to nothing. Only thing you doing is complaining and whining and crying about you ain't got enough. You know what I'm saying? So that is just negative. That's just negative vibes. Negative energy. So if you do want to be on that spirituality stuff, then you need to understand what you put out, you receive. You put out poverty thinking, scarcity thinking, lack thinking. That's what you're going to receive. You're going to receive scarcity. You're going to receive lack. You're going to receive poverty. That's what you put out. You're putting that out there. And that's what you're going to receive. So don't halfway be spiritual. If you're going to be spiritual, then that means you have to have faith. You have to have faith, right? You have to have faith in not just what God is going to do or what the universe is going to do, but what you and the universe are going to do. You got to put the plan together, because the universe is like, it takes your order. What do you want? What do you want? And it takes your order by what you do. See, some of us, we talk a good game. We talk a real good game, baby. How many of us know that? We talk a real good game, but when it comes down to it, how you move and how you present yourself and how you act, that's the universe saying, no, that's what she wants. She wants more of that. So if you afraid to look at your bank account and you afraid to pay your bills and you afraid of, oh man, I don't, here go another bill, here go another bill, the universe is gonna say she loves that energy. She loves it. She loves having more bills. The universe is going to give you what you want, baby. It's going to give you what you want every single time. But it doesn't care about what you say. It cares about how you move. So if you say you want customers, but all you do is scroll on TikTok all day, it's going to give you more TikToks. Oh, you're going to get plenty of TikToks. Everybody going to be sending you TikToks because you're showing the universe what you want. If you say you want more customers, but all you do is go to work and go home, go to work and go home, go to work, go home. You don't even look at your business. You don't look at your analytics. You don't look at your CRM. You don't look at your marketing. You don't look at none of it. You say you want more customers, but you ain't talking to no customers. You're not reaching out to no customers. You're not calling nobody up and trying to collaborate and communicate and get with them. You're not doing any of that. All you're doing is complaining. So the universe says, oh, you want more things to complain about. Okay, I got you. You want more bullshit in your life. I got you. Universe gonna provide. God gonna provide. But if you say, you know what, Lord, I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful that you created this for me. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for it. Then guess what? God gonna say, you are? Thank you, Lord. Thank you for the abundance. Thank you for the overflow. Thank you for I have all of these clients coming in. Oh, God, thank you. I don't care if you ain't got not one client. You better be like, thank you, God, because God has provided you. The universe has already provided you. And so now it's your turn to show some damn appreciation. So then the Lord can say, all right, I'll give you more. Then you got to go back to your plan. Hello. We got to have plans in 2025 because faith without works is dead. And some of us, we don't know what the hell we doing. We just lost in the sauce all day long. We are so lost. So if you are lost and you need someone to help you, then you need to get with a mentor, a business coach. And honestly, if you're a business owner and you don't have a mentor or a business coach and your loss is because you don't have a business coach or a mentor. Okay? If your loss is because you don't have anyone to help you get unlost. Anytime when you're traveling, let's say GPS don't exist. You didn't print out your MapQuest like a pirate. If you're lost, you got to do what? What you gonna do? You can't just pray it out. You just can't pray it. Pray God. You can pray. You can say, God, please help me. But God's gonna show you somebody. Okay, it may not be me. It may be somebody else, but God's going to point you in the direction of somebody to say, talk to them. They can help you. Talk to them. They can tell you where you need to go. All right. So if that's you and you need coaching, now my coaching prices are not expensive to me. They are 4 figures. They're 4 and 5 figures, depending on what you need. And yes, but you, by the end of the 12 weeks, 6 months, 9 months, you'll be a whole nother person. You will be transformed. All of those goals that you want to obtain, you will be reaching them. That discipline that you need and want, you will have it. But if you keep trying to do it by yourself and you nickel and diamond and I see it all day. I've been in business for 6 years and I've had people follow me and all of this good stuff. They still in the same position they've been in because they refuse to grow. They refuse to grow. They refuse to get better. They feel like I shouldn't have to pay anyone to help me. Again, back to that. Woo! Back to that is faith keeping you broke because you believe that people should just do shit for free, but you don't do stuff for free. If you sell hair, your hair isn't free. If you do nails, doing nails isn't free, but somebody should just help you out of the goodness of their heart. I'm sure there's people out there that will do that. In fact, there is. You can go to score.org. Yep. They have free mentors. But if you want something besides SCORE, you want someone, because I've gone to SCORE and it was actually very helpful. So if you don't have any money, I definitely recommend you guys go check them out. But I went to them one time. I had one meeting with them. When it comes to being able to have someone to talk to consistently, you need to do more than SCORE, baby. Okay. So that's all I want to say to you guys is understanding it's your faith keeping you broke. And sometimes it's not even the faith keeping you broke, it's your lack of a plan. You don't have a plan. And because you don't have a plan, you're just depending all on the good vibes of life to get you where you want to go. Don't be like SZA. And at the end of that movie, I'm not, spoiler alert. I gave y'all a spoiler alert. But at the end of the movie, Kiki and SZA both realized that they needed to be more like each other. You get what I'm saying? If you're a super spiritual person, you may need to be a more planning person. If you're a super planning person, you need to be a more of a spiritual person. And I work with both. I work with both people. The spiritual creative who needs to understand how to monetize and start making money. And I also work with the very high performing, ambitious overachiever who needs to understand to let the universe do its thing sometimes. So I work with both people, and it is my pleasure to assist anyone in their goals. So if you want to work with me, let's talk about it. Just comment the word coach and let's get started. All right, you guys. I'll see you CEOs soon. Bye.